Square, which is known for their spicy pepperoni slices. It smelled so good, you guys. And you have to add the hot honey. That sweet, spicy flavor is delicious. And oh my gosh, that pepperoni is so savory and crispy. And y'all, the sauce is a family recipe, so you know it's good. And this one's called the Grandma. It has homemade pesto that is so rich and garlicky and cheesy. I also tried their buffalo chicken square that has Frank's hot sauce, and it's literally covered in this whole milk mozzarella. Oh my gosh. Anyway, then we headed to Patsy's Pizzeria for that famous New York style thin crust pizza. And we had to try that original coal oven pizza, and oh my gosh, the crust, it's so perfectly chewy. Like, I don't know how they do it. And the sauce is sweet and tangy. And this one's called the Patsy's Pizzeria Special. So it's got Romano cheese, mozzarella, fresh basil, and pepperonis, and it's literally just a flavor explosion. And that's all for today. Trying the most unique slices of pizza in New York City, I had to go to Artichoke Pizza because look at this monstrosity. It's smothered in this thick, creamy, buttery spinach artichoke sauce that's basically like a cheesy spinach artichoke dip on top of a pizza, but the crust was still so crispy, like it was kind of incredible. The crab slice that had this kind of garlicky crab sauce and so much imitation crab, but it really wasn't fishy at all. It was probably my least favorite crust of the day though, like not very crispy. And then I keep hearing that Linda Street is the best pizza in the city. They have a fig jam bacon slice. It's got these little balls of creamy ricotta and like the crispy salty bacon with the sweet sugary jam. So good. They also have house-made chili oil. I tried the spicy salami one and it went so well with the chili oil, like just enough heat to bring out all the flavors. And finally, we had to go to Village Square because these crunchy little squares are heavenly. It really makes you ask the question, how many pepperonis are too many pepperonis? And the answer is you can never have enough pepperonis. The hot honey also adds this like sweet spiciness, and the last bite is always so sad. And that's all for only eating the 3 most popular pizzas in New York City for a full day. Linda Street has whole bottles of chili oil, but it goes so well with their signature slice that is just smothered in the creamiest, richest burrata with this super fresh, flavorful basil. And then you cannot leave without trying the fig jam bacon pie. The combo of sweet jam with the hot honey and like the crispy, meaty bacon is insane. And the crust is so perfectly crispy, but still has like a little bit of a chew factor. For lunch, I went to Prince Street Pizza, and I've never actually tried their vodka slice, but the fresh mozzarella was by far the creamiest, stretchiest cheese of the whole day. But they're famous for this thick cut spicy pepperoni square, which honestly wasn't spicy. Like maybe it just needed a little bit more of that Diavolo sauce, but it was very crunchy with a really fluffy dough texture on top. So I loved the contrast there. And finally, Joe's Pizza is still super popular, but it gets mixed reviews. The fresh mozzarella didn't get melty enough. And on the other hand, I think the tomatoes were a little too overdone and slightly mushy. The pepperoni slice was massive, but the pepperonis themselves weren't crispy at all, like barely cooked, you know? The cheese was nice and melty and creamy on this one though. That's all for today. Only eating the craziest pizzas in New York City for a full day. We started at this spot that has double stacked pizzas. The owner Frank was showing us how he makes it. So he makes this massive buffalo chicken pizza, smothers it in cheese, covers it with another pizza. This one gets marinara, more cheese of course, and then he doused it in pepperoni. Then he just baked it for 20 minutes. And when I tell you this thing was huge, an insane amount of cheese, but like the spice from the buffalo chicken with the oily, meaty pepperoni, it really helps cut through the cheese because it's a lot of cheese. It's so rich too, but I love how the crust stays super crispy. Also, Dave Portnoy gave their cheese slice an 8, so that's pretty high. And later we went to this spot where they make the craziest slices like mac and cheese, chicken fajita nacho, elote, and even a pizza on a pizza. They also made a fresh one just for us, so it was actually really delicious. It was like so hot and crispy, and the sauce was really flavorful, like sweet and tangy. The elote one was really sugary, but it did have like this little peppery spice and some crumbly, salty cotija cheese. The mac and cheese one was good, but honestly, I actually really liked the nacho ones because the chips were so crunchy, crispy, with a little spice, and yeah, that's everything I ate at Simpsons Land. I had to start at the iconic Lard Lads for their comically large donut that is just smothered in so much sugary pink icing. Like it is a thick layer of icing. And the one I got wasn't the fluffiest, so maybe it wasn't the freshest one, but it's an experience for sure. And then I hit up Cletus's Chicken Shack. I got their chicken and waffle sandwich because I just had to try the maple syrup mayo. Now I know that sounds kind of horrible, but honestly, it was pretty good. It was like really sweet and creamy, and the crispy, salty chicken with the soft, sweet waffle is the perfect combo. Then I went right next door to the Krusty Burger and got the Clogger Burger, where they add extra cheese sauce and bacon and secret burger sauce. And yeah, it's intense. Like I can definitely feel my arteries clogging up, but the bacon was super crispy and the bun was really buttery. I wouldn't recommend it every day, but I mean, it's good. And finally, I stopped at Bumblebee Man's Taco Truck, and the marinated chicken one wasn't my favorite. The chicken was a little dry, but the carnitas taco was pretty good. Like the pork had way more flavor, a little juicy too, like pretty tender, and it had way more salsa. And that's all for Only eating street food for a full day in New York City. First up, I went to this Korean street food shop where they make this like New York version of bungeoppang. So it's like this fluffy pancake like pastry that's filled with cheese, and it's so crispy on the outside and like sweet and cheesy inside. And then I had to go to Birrialandia, and Birria is always good, but their consomme is next level. Like it's so tangy and savory, and the tortillas are dipped in the consomme and then they're crisped up, so they have that perfect crunch, and the salsa is just the right amount of spicy too. They would be so good with cheese though. And of course, you can just eat the consomme by itself because it's delicious. Like I can't wait to come back here on a cold day. And then we got in line for this famous halal spot. It took us almost an hour to get to the front. Like I literally timed it, but it was worth it. Of course, I got it with extra white sauce and extra spicy sauce, and he said it was super spicy, but I think it was just right. And the lamb, oh my god, it's so tender and flavorful, and the chicken is really moist too. And I got regular and spicy rice and like combine it all with a soft, warm pita, and it's literally mind-blowing. And that's all for trying weird munchie creations for a full day. I've always wanted to make a mac and cheese grilled cheese, and I had Texas toast, so I air fried it for a sec, and then I made the best mac and cheese in the world. Okay, this Andy's Alfredo mac and cheese is so herby and cheesy, and I added some extra cheddar, and I griddled it up so it would get nice and crispy, and the cheese got all melty. And when I tell you, like the combo of the garlicky, buttery, fluffy toast with the melty, cheesy mac and cheese, it's the most comforting, satisfying bite. It's like so rich. And then I saw some waffle ice cream sandwich posts on Reddit. I found Reese's Klondike bars that broke apart and got so melty so fast, but like the crunch from the warm waffle with the creamy peanut buttery ice cream, it was pretty delicious. Definitely messy, but also so yummy. And finally, I decided to make pizza tots, and I also got extra crispy tots, and then I air fried them to get super crunchy. And then I went in with the cheese, just like piled it on, added some pepperonis, and I broiled it for like 3 minutes just to melt the cheese and get the pepperonis kind of oily, you know? And I mean, it was magical, like crunchy tots with the creamy cheese and the meaty, savory pepperoni. I feel like it would be so good with a little spice, like some jalapenos or sriracha would take it to the next level. And that's all. Only eating mall food for a full day in Thailand. The food court went on for like a mile, and I found a corn dog stall. So I got a crispy potato corn dog with spicy mustard. It had the stretchiest, creamiest mozzarella, and the potatoes are like so crunchy. And the hot dog itself was pretty good too. It was a little sweet. And then I saw a dim sum place, and I had to get some pan-fried pork baos. The bottom is so crispy and they're super juicy. The pork is like bursting with flavor, and the chili oil, oh my gosh, it was incredible. Like the best chili oil I've had since leaving China. And later I wanted something sweet, so I got this chocolate bubble waffle with strawberry ice cream, Oreos, M&Ms, whipped cream, and the waffle was warm and chewy, but also still really crunchy. It was actually so good, and the strawberry ice cream had little chunks of strawberries in it. And before we left, I had to get some skewers. I got these dumplings that were fried with quail eggs inside, and they were like covered in this sweet, spicy sauce, and the eggs were so soft and warm. I also got a pork sausage that had the perfect snap, and it was packed with like peppers and different seasonings, and that's all